I'm not faking it for the camera. I'm really so tired because of, like, I think it's not daylight saving anymore because obviously winter. So even, like, I still don't understand whether it's like 1 hour less or 1 hour more, whatever. 3 days left to go until school finishes for the term. Yay! But my body already feels like it's in holiday mode. So, and today I have my presentation that I have to do in front of my parents. And I actually haven't, I'm probably only going to start it today. I still have not done any work on it. Like, I obviously have, but, like, I just really don't want to do it. I know, whining, but, yeah. I would much rather film myself on my bed and call that a video. That's what I'd rather do, you know? Priorities, mate. Priorities. The music playing is Maren Morris. Miss Maren Morris? I don't know how to say her name, but yeah. I have this thing where I just listen to these artists that everyone kind of forgets about because I feel like I'm doing them a favour, you know? You gotta support them. I feel bad for those artists, you know, artists who are like, they only get famous because some DJ, obviously that's how Maren Morris got famous, they work with a DJ and then that obviously makes them have billions of streams, but then how about their other music, like obviously little to no one would listen to it. So as a fellow Spotify listener, because fuck Spotify, I do my best to get the best out of the app and find all these artists. I'm actually having a great time. Like, I just search up these artists that have 0 listeners, and because I know how it feels to not be seen or anything, and I'm like, wow, this song's really cool. And I think that's the new way how I'm going to find music now is it's more alternative than the alternative. That's what I'm looking for, because there's still way more music that alternative artists obviously are more played than the really alternative, if you get what I mean. So I'm gonna get ready for school. Maybe you can watch me get dressed. Actually, no, you can't watch me get dressed. Sorry, in case you wanted me to, but privacy. My sister's coming back for the holidays. I miss her so flippin' much, and I was actually planning on going to see her, because then I was like planning on doing this philosophy workshop, which was where her university is, but I then couldn't do it. So my sister wasn't ready to. I totally understand, but I wasted like $500. Yeah, but thankfully she's coming down, even though it's for 1 week. I'm sure it will be a great time, and I won't feel less alone, and yeah. Do you like my elephant? The squish stress elephant. I bring it to school. I don't know how I'm supposed to squeeze it, but I've heard they can be toxic, but I like it anyway. Like being communicative. That was also one of my strengths, but it can also be a weakness, obviously, in terms of communicating with other students. So I want to work on being communicative because it's something that I'm good at, but also something I need to work on. I think that's a good place to start, is just, it can be the same thing, your strengths and your weaknesses. I think it's possible to have that, so I want to work on my communication skills.
We've talked about, yeah. Okay, so the focus.
Bless me.
So moving forward into next term, your focus is going to be around communication. Okay.
And that's the end of my presentation. It was kind of messy, so I didn't really want to practice for it, because obviously I procrastinate a lot, but I just thought I'd give it my best shot. It's my first presentation, so it's okay, I can get away with it being a bit muddy. But yeah, thank you for
not showing up. Just kidding. Thanks for watching the whole thing, and thank you, Mum, for filming, and thanks for giving your feedback, even though the camera didn't work. So.
Yes, we got to have 2 days off school. Yeah, I did. I know, such a bad girl. Last 2 days of school. Oops. But I deserve it. I just did a heck of an exhibition. My stupid advisor just asked the same old questions. She does that a lot. I don't know if she has early onset dementia, but everything I tell her, she just forgets. And obviously I don't like to make jokes about dementia because it's a very serious illness and it's so fucking scary, 10 times worse than cancer. But if she doesn't have that, something's wrong with her brain. It's like Joe Biden level cognitive decline. She thinks like an 80-year-old, and yet she's still doing her job. Joe Biden is running for president again. Who knows what's gonna happen then? I did not mean to get political there. I'm trying to find my keys so I can open the door for my mum, because she let me stay at home, so I have to. If I don't open the door, she will be very annoyed. I don't blame her, so I'm gonna open the door. So yeah, I deserved it. That speech, as you can see, was a heck of a speech. It was obviously only my mum and showed up because my dad couldn't come. He was supposed to come see me talk, and my sister's obviously at uni, so I was going to have her watch it on FaceTime, but she couldn't see it. She was having a lecture, so that was also annoying. Don't blame her though. So I recorded it so I can show them and you guys. I know you guys like to see what's happening. And that does it, I think. I have nothing really else to talk about, but there might be some clips that I'll add in later that might be of interest. I may as well just show our record collection. It's been updated a bit. Dad does most of the record collecting, and so he's bought, because obviously he has money, so I don't have a job, so I can't really argue with him for getting all these. So in case you want to see closer, this is the John Spencer Blues Explosion. Sorry for the shaky camera. This is the Black Crowes. My dad is a huge Black Crowes fan. Clutch, my dad's new favourite band. Quite dad rock, if you ask me. Nothing wrong with that though. And Ron Gallo, which I actually secretly started listening to. And I really like his music. It's quite good, because sometimes obviously I don't really feel like I could listen to my dad's music because it's just not for me sometimes. We do have a similar taste, but when it just comes to this sort of stuff, I feel like it's not for me. But when I started listening to Ron Gallo, I shouldn't assume anything about him because the music was actually really good. And then my dad said Ron Gallo liked one of my Instagram comments. So I was like, oh, okay, may as well he seems like a nice guy. I'll give him a listen, because I know how much Instagram comments matter if a famous person likes it. I know this from experience because I got them to follow me, but that's for another video. You can already watch that video. And so yeah, but I don't have Instagram anymore, so that's good. It was just really toxic. In case you didn't know, I don't have Instagram. It's gone. All social medias are gone, other than YouTube. The exception of YouTube. And John Spencer Blues Explosion I also listened to. Wasn't that bad either. It was John Spencer Blues. Yeah, they're cool. I think they're cool guys. I think they've been kind of overlooked. But they kind of started this whole New York lively punk scene, so we got to credit them. And yeah, so that's my record. My dad's mostly my record collection. This is mine because obviously Leslie Cara. That's my sister's. That's my mum's, but she doesn't like Coldplay anymore. So, and yeah, I got the Suck It and See record because I was given a free gift card. So I spent on Suck It and See because that album is a must-have in our house. It's really important in our family, and yeah. Whew, I didn't realise how fast I was talking in this. Golly. But if I don't talk fast, I feel like obviously I go on tangents and then I start talking about irrelevant stuff, which I was kind of doing just then. You do what you gotta do, boy. I think I'm gonna cut a fringe because my sister's coming back on Sunday for Easter, and so I'm really looking forward to it. I may as well look good in front of my sister, like she's a date. That's so weird, but I'm using that as an excuse to cut my fringe. Everything needs to be justified, kids. I have these tiny scissors. Maybe I could use bigger ones. I have some bigger ones somewhere. Really hope my hair grows out long, because it hasn't really grown that much. Even my mum has said that. So, really want long hair. Really trying to grow it out. But I cut these like abnormally long. That's why they're not the same height, because I grew them for the Strokes concert, because I wanted to look like Julian Casablancas, obviously. Who doesn't want to look like Julian Casablancas? They don't want to, if they say they don't, they're obviously lying to you. And yeah, I thought my parents would notice. They didn't. Maybe they did in their head, but I didn't say anything. But yeah, so I obviously made my hair look like him, like his early 2000s hair, like cut, like slowly getting short on this side. But yeah, I don't think my hair's ever recovered from then, so it's like I'm just gonna have to wait years for my hair to finally grow back to the... So I learned something. Never try and cut your hair like Julian Casablancas unless you are Julian Casablancas. So sorry, Julian, for causing you offence and distress for trying to look like you, because ruined my hair. And I think, maybe it's time for fringes again, because it's winter, and always winter's nice because you get your forehead can be warm. So I always make that idea. I've always thought, like, grow a fringe in winter, so when it gets cold and you need extra warmth for your head. So not as long as I wanted it to be. I gave it plenty of time to grow, and it didn't. I cut my hair last year using the same music that I'm playing now, so it should be a sign that, yeah, I should cut my hair. There's no point trying to make it too neat if it won't be too neat. This is good, I think. Thank you. ありがとう。
お茶にしてもらう。おっちゃん、これでいいと思う？立ってごらん。私が切った前髪。前カッティングジーンのやつ。カッティングジーンのやつ。
I knew you could do it. Good job.
どういたしますか。